Good evening from South Africa for episode 33 already of Velospitty Speed Talk. Our episode is entitled Rising Reišulis, and the reason is that we have the Rising Reišulis brothers with us all the way from a very cold Latvia. That is Kārlis Alberts and Janis Martins. Good evening, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you too. Yeah,
that's good. All right, now, seeing as you are hardworking motocross riders, I thought I'll leave the hard work to you. So let's start off by you guys introducing yourselves and then just telling us how you got involved in motocross.
yeah, I'm Kārlis Alberts Reišulis. I'm riding for Team Yamaha MJC, and the way I got involved in motocross was that my dad got me my first bike. Like previously, I didn't even know what the motorcycle was. So yeah, we just did like a couple of trainings on the local track, and I just like had much fun with the bike. So we decided to continue to race.
Yeah, my name is Janis Reišulis. I'm 13, and I started motocross. The reason one is because my brother already was doing it, and after some years with riding motocross, started to get a little better. And we saw it, and that's how it went to this moment.
You have me.
Yeah, I lost my microphone. Sorry. Did your father race before, or where did his interest come for giving you some bikes?
Yeah, that's the thing I don't know because he didn't race before us, but yeah, I still don't know how he decided to give us like try in motocross. So yeah,
well, you guys are very happy, and I think some days when your dad was counting the wallet, he was quite unhappy. But I think right now he's happy about this. All right, and Janis, you said you started getting results. So you started racing early, and when did you see that you guys were getting good results?
Yeah, for me it was like when I was like around six. I got my first ever win on a motocross competition. It was just on a 50cc. Yeah, it wasn't, of course, my biggest, the thing I've done. But yeah, that's after that. It just like the racing wasn't really different.
Yeah, when I was getting my first victories, I became Latvian champion 50 cc when I was 7 years old, and yeah, we just saw I was getting a little better on 65, then 85, then I'm doing great till this moment on 125.
All right, now you started off with some Latvian titles, and when did you decide to go and race internationally, and what races did you do?
Yeah, like one of our first like international races was just like on the country, like the closest countries, like for example Estonia or Lithuania. But like one of the further one was in France. It was like the MX Master Kids, like the international race. So yeah, it was like still on the 50cc. We just decided to go there because like our friends from Latvia said they were going there and we just wanted to try it also. So yeah, it was like first far away race.
Yeah, and the MX Master Kits is a great race. It's held every year in France, and it has a huge number of entries. It's a quick way of seeing how you are internationally. And how did you do at the Master Kits?
Yeah, personally for me it was like a bit stressful because I got a bit scared like from all the different riders from different countries. But overall, I cannot exactly remember what place I got on the 50cc. But remember, it was a nice race, like nice atmosphere there. I also remember that I had at least like a top 5 result or something, but I cannot quite remember the exact place.
And you, Janis, did you ride Master Kits as well?
Yeah, I ride, but there was the final I got into with my brother, and that there was super muddy, and my bike just stopped in the middle of the race. because it was too muddy.
Yeah, 50cc doesn't like the mud much. Now, you mentioned about riding in Estonia. Now, here's the thing. Latvia and Estonia are both small countries by number of population, but they have so many excellent results in motocross. We think of junior motocross world champions from Latvia. The Ivo Steinbergs was from the Matascaro, Pauls Jonas, a number of Latvian riders, and then also in international level, and also Estonian riders. You have Tanja Leok, Aigar Leok, many others, and now their sons, Lukas Leok and Sebastian and Travis Leok. So why do you think motocross in the Baltic is so strong? I mean, for the number of people, the Baltic is really the best region in the world.
Yeah, personally, I think that it's that because the people in the Baltic states usually like to get involved in any kind of motorsport races. So yeah, just like motocross is one of them. Yeah, just people like it here because I don't know how it's in other countries, how much people like them, but over here people like the motorsport or autosport races pretty much. So yeah, I think it is the reason why there are so many good riders, or at least middle level riders from the Baltic states. So yeah.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And if you go to the Motocross of Nations, I mean, especially Estonia has had several top 10 results in the Motocross of Nations. And when you go there, you see so many Estonian flags, you think it's an Estonian invasion. And same with Latvia. I know when Matascaro rode in my team, there were so many of these huge Latvian flags. It was just incredible. Now, tell us a bit about your results, because you started racing internationally and you rode junior world championships on 65 and so on. So take us a bit through the results that you had in those races leading up and before this year.
Yeah, one of my first good results was 2016 European Championship of the 65. I got 6th overall. Yeah, and from then it was just top 5 in the world of the 85. And also this year, 125, top 5 overall in the world, and also 2 second place podium finishes in EMX 125.
And you, Janis?
Yeah, and 65 didn't do so great as 85 because in 85s, this year I was like the world championship. I could be first, but in the last lap, my fuel ended up because we forgot before the race. We forgot to tank in the motor, and the European Championship this year, 85. I got 3rd place in the first motor and 1st and 2nd overall, seconds as well. But I really wanted the 1st place, and also this year in 125 in Italy, I got 2nd place in one race and 9 overall on that.
Yeah, we will get back to this year because it was really a remarkable year for both of you. Now you take us back to Megalopolis in Greece, Janis, with your 85, and I know it was heartbreak. You were leading that race by far, and then lost the world title because of running out of fuel. So what was your reaction to that? How did you handle that disappointment?
I wasn't disappointed. I know I deserved the victory, and at the moment when my fuel ended up, it was that hot that I didn't think of a victory. I just wanted to drink water and go away from that place.
Because it was crazy hot there. It was nearly 40 degrees, I remember. Now, you guys just told me a few minutes ago that in Latvia last week it was minus 26. So we just want to put that out there. I remember when Matascaro, because I supported him, he's a countryman of yours, and he used to tell me, he actually sent me a photo where he was running in the winter, and the tears that came from his eyes in the cold were frozen, like on his cheeks. It was crazy cold. So what do you guys do for training in this extremely cold weather?
Now, like if it's that cold, we usually just do like inside workout or just go to the swimming pool. But if it isn't like lower than -20, then recently we just go to like skiing, just like running also and stuff like that. Yeah, because racing this in this cold weather, yeah, it's almost impossible to do like a normal moto without getting your fingers frozen or something.
Do you guys ever ride? I know some of the guys ride with spikes on their tires and do some maybe ice speedway, but also motocross with the spike tires. You do that as well?
We just usually don't do that because it can like almost ruin your feeling with the bike because it handles so much differently with the spikes and everything.
Yes.
So
yeah. I understand exactly what you're saying. And do you go to Spain like after the New Year? Will you go to Spain or somewhere warmer to train? I know you're in a French team with MJC. So do they have plans for that, Kārlis?
I'll just go to Spain. I hope so. Also this year from the end of December till the start of January, and I also might visit the team in France. So yeah, we just hope for that we could get to that everything clears out to the school and we could go to Spain and do some training there.
All right. Now you spoke about your team. You're in a very strong team, MJC Yamaha. You've got good teammates with Ivano van Erp and Zanki. It's a nice international team, a Dutch rider, Italian rider, you, Latvian rider, French team, all three very strong riders. Everybody can be on the podium. How has that helped you to be in this team? And how did you get the opportunity to join this team?
Yeah, the chance to get in the team was like 2020 Lommel race. They asked me to just go visit the team and just speak to them. And after the Lommel race, we just decided it was like a great chance. So we went to the team. And also like with the selection, it is a pretty strong selection with between the three riders. It's also helping me push forward to like be the same speed or something with the teammates. So yeah, it just helps everything. The team is really good. Yeah, also it's very friendly team. That is also nice. The mechanics and everything, the manager. So yeah.
Yeah, and Ivano van Erp, he's a former 65 European and I think also world champion, and certainly one of the top sand riders. So there's a lot, and we will get back to the sand riding now. Janis, you're not on Yamaha, you're on KTM. So what is your situation? Because this year you rode both 85 and 125, which in itself is a great story. But what is your situation? Who helps you?
At this moment, we don't know anything about 2022, and my trainer now working on, so we'll see about that later.
All right. So your KTM was basically privateer for this year.
Yes.
Okay. I saw on your shirt before names that I remember from long ago, Elksny and Hamstra. Now Willem Hamstra, of course, is a Dutch guy who loves Latvia. He sponsored many Latvian riders, including your trainer. So do you still work with Hamstra sometimes?
Yeah, in this year he was the biggest sponsor, so I rode in his team.
He's a great guy, and he's helped so many guys. And of course, if you win a championship, you're going to have enough fireworks to celebrate with, because that's his business. So that's. I remember when we went to Latvia, there was actually a kind of a holiday, not really a hotel, but a holiday house that belonged to Hamstra, where we stayed. So I know the guy long time. All right, now we're going to get to this year, which was a great year for both of you for a number of reasons. But before we do that, I hope you guys have got the popcorn. out because we made a little video for you that tells a little bit the story and also a bit of this year. So we'll watch that, and after that, we'll discuss that. Right, there you go, guys. That was just a bit of footage, showing some footage from long ago, but also a lot from this year. So this was a crazy good season for both of you. So we're going to take you through it. Janis, you had 2 classes that you covered this year. So tell us on the 85 races and also the 1-5 races.
85, was going great already. In Greece, I got almost the first place in overall. I mean, in the race, and in Italy, where I got second overall, but could get the first. I knew it, and in 125, yeah, was 3 good stages, and couldn't do better. I think next year we'll ride, maybe sometime we'll ride in top 3.
Yeah, now that what you just said doesn't really tell the story, because for a 13-year-old rider to get off an 85, ride in a EMX 125 for his first race, qualify, then go to his second EMX 125 and finish second in a race. I don't know that I've ever heard such a story. Did you expect this when you went on the 125? What did you expect when you went to the bigger class?
Yeah, I expected like to qualify at first, but also in 2020 in winter I did some trainings also with 125, so I had experience for it, and I think that's a little bit of the point. I did so great.
Yeah, that was great. And now one of the championships that we forget about and we didn't mention is in the ADACs, because you both had podiums in the ADAC. So Janis, how was your ADAC season? You didn't do all of the races, but I think you had 3 podiums and some wins, correct?
Yeah, I think I had 2 victories and I rode 3 stages, so it was really good for me.
Yeah, that's great. And we are going to get to Kārlis. Just want to shout out to some of the people watching. I see we're getting some comments. You have a comment from Martins Yurchenko and Jan van Roosmalen. Corinne Daniel made a comment before. She said she had to leave, but wished you well. That's the mother of Joey Daniel. Speaking, I see there's a lot of people from Holland watching. Do you ride in or train in Holland quite a bit, the two of you?
Yeah, we usually it's like almost our second home. We just go there a lot. It also has really nice sand tracks there. Well, most of them are sand tracks. So yeah, just like Holland is like the place where we mostly go.
Yeah. I mean, from that video, it's clear that you guys are pretty good in the sand. Now, Janis, your 125 race where you finished second, you finished without the front number board. I think that the number board was stuck in your wheel. So how did this happen?
Yeah, before the race we knew it was something off with that, so but we just didn't care about it. I just we just ride that race, and after some laps, the front plate fell off and got stuck in suspension and blocked them, and I got out of the rut, so I crashed and got up third. The second one crashed, and just with the big gap, the third guy just was riding on my own race.
Yeah, that was a great race. Again, I cannot remember any rider that finished second in only his second EMX 125 race. I'll need to go and look, but I cannot remember that I've ever heard of it. Now we switch over to you, Kārlis. You with NJC. Did you start with some French Championship races at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, like the beginning of the year wasn't quite easy for me because I had an injury. I broke my ankle. So yeah, it was just like 2 months gone out of like any motocross training. After that, yeah, I put myself together. I did a lot of training to get ready for the Europeans. Started off with some French championships. Wasn't quite easy there. Yeah, but it gave a lot of like motivation to work even more for the European championships. And after that,
Yeah,
it just like
go ahead.
yeah, just like after that, it was going like uphill. So yeah, could see the progress.
Yeah, and of course you did very well in the European Championships. Just take us through your season and how that went for you.
Yeah, it was like the first European. Yeah, it wasn't easy. It's like still a lot of stress and everything. Wasn't like quite familiar again with the atmosphere there. Yeah, also, but I think I finished 13 the first race in Majora, and second race I didn't finish.
And
Yeah.
then the rest of the year?
Yeah, it was Greece. This is the World Championship. Yeah, it was top 5, which is like pretty amazing feeling to be top 5 in the world. And after those were just only the ADAC and the European Championships. ADAC was going pretty great. Also, I think I did 2 top 3 finishes, 1 win, and Europeans started off with like top 10s, and then gradually went uphill and just finished the season with 2 podiums in the European Championship.
Yeah, that was a very, very strong season for you. And of course, for the viewers, we mentioned the ADAC, both you and I, and the ADAC is the International German Championships. And there you meet many of the top European Championship guys. It's a very, very strong series. Now, interesting question for you, Janis. You are one of the very few boys on 85cc that beats Lotte van Drunen. And I mean that not disrespectfully. That is a seriously fast rider. What was your experience when you first met her and first saw her ride, and the results that she had?
I first met her in Holland when I was riding like I think 50, and she was already faster than me, and I was a little bit in a shock. How could a girl be faster than me? And after some years, I understood, and yeah, I don't know. She just has the talent. I think the only girl that will be far ahead of every other girls.
Yeah, that's she's a phenomenal rider. Now, I had some footage of the Junior World Championship, Kārlis, when you were in Orleanok in Russia, and I think that was the year where Renee Hoffer became world champion, and we very sadly lost him 2 weeks ago in a skiing accident. How do you remember Renee? Did you have any interaction with him and know him a little bit?
No, I didn't have like any interaction with Rene. Yeah, but I think from outside he was a great guy. I always saw him working. He had like great potential already in the 85s. So yeah, just like a hardworking guy. He deserved every win he had, like every good result. So yeah, it's pretty sad that he isn't with us anymore.
Yeah, it's I mean the motocross world was completely rocked by this, and also because he had just won his first GP, and people said he would be a candidate for world title next year. Now, speaking of next year, now we're coming to the home straight. It's the last 2 laps. What are your plans for next year? You are staying with your team, Kārlis, and but what are your expectations and your plans?
Yeah, I will be staying again with the MJC, which I'm very happy about, like to continue the work with the team. Yeah, my like expectations and the thing I will be hoping for is a top 3 overall finish in EMX, and also at least again a top 5 or top 3 result in the World Championship.
All right, and when do you see yourself going to MX2 or EMX 250 first? Probably would that be after next year?
Yeah, because I think I'll go to the EMX 250 because I will be too old for the 125 to go for another year. So yeah, I'll just go to the EMX 250. Then after that, we'll see how everything goes with the teams.
All right, and Janis, you said it's not clear yet what you will do with team next year, but you will ride EMX 125. That much is certain. What are your expectations? What do you hope to get from next season in your results?
I expect like top 10 like all the stages, maybe sometimes top 5 or even top 3 for luck. And yeah, maybe I think I will ride every single one of the European Championships.
All right. Well, that's great, guys. It's been a great chat, and we've had a good audience, a number of people watching, some good comments that we've had. So you guys are very well spoken. Who are your sponsors and other people that have supported you that you would like to thank?
Yeah, I would just like to personally, I would like to thank the team, the manager, the mechanics, and everything associated with the team. Also, Willem Hamstra, Edwin Mo, Henk, all the guys from the SBM.
All right. And you, Janis?
Oh, like biggest thanks to to Willem Hamstra. He helped me a lot. He gave me 2 good bikes. Of course, Edwin Mo worked on it too. Yeah, also all the guys from SBM, and of course my Latvian team.
Yeah, and you guys, you training with a Latvian trainer, both of you, or you still with the same trainer?
Yeah, I forgot to also mention, I would really like to thank Robert for everything he had done for us. So yeah, we still keep working with Robert. Yeah, he's almost like our right hand for all the jobs we do. He's like a pretty big part of all the results and everything.
Yeah, and of course, Roberts is he's also one of 2 brothers that races. Him and August were both good riders. I met them when they were young riders, very, very young riders. So both very, very good riders, also at the international level. And your dad, what kind of role does he play in supporting you? Or is he very active with you, or does he take just a step back? How does your dad work with it?
Yeah, he's like the main mechanic in Latvia. He's the guy who like makes clear, like manages all the stuff in Latvia. So yeah, he's like mostly a mechanic in the trainings and everything while we are in Latvia.
All right, and he travels with you to all the races. You go with a camper van to all the races, or how is it?
Yeah, we usually, I think this year we will just fly by plane, and someone will be like waiting there for us with a car or a camper. It will really depend on the place where we go.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you very, very much. This has been a very great interview. This interview plus your video that I played will be live immediately after the show. Now, some of the people watching have asked to watch the video again, so I will say goodbye now, and keep a look on the Youth Force Racing page for more interviews to come. We have a couple of them lined up, 2 of those from America, from top performers out of the recent Mini O's. So look out for those, and also some road racing talents. So guys, thank you very much, and I wish you every success for next year.
Yeah, thank you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you.
Thanks.
Yourself.